We come to you north of the border from Toronto, Ontario. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Raptors are Canada's team. Only fitting. Toronto's the fourth largest city in North America.
Ed, all that sounds great, but I'll tell you what, I love everything about T-Dot. The food, the music, the culture, the people, the energy of the city. It's off the charts. Every NBA player wants to come through the six.
No one really cares if it's cold because inside these walls, it's always revved up. Minnesota begins the game with the basketball. To Wiggins. Shot from the lane won't go. Lowry into the front court. He'll run the offense. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Here comes the screen. They get it down for town. Whoa, look what I found.
You know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. That's no good. For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
Lowry here against Jones. Pascal Siakam to Leonard. Gets a look, can't hit. T-Wolves with the basketball. To Towns, down low, and stuffs it home.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Lowry with it. 2-point advantage. Well done, Kyle Lowry. 3 for 4. Good start.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Fires the 3. His first effort off the mark. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Drive here, but the shot stays out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on a shot.
To Towns. Not that time. Danny Green to Lowry. No good. Defense catching a break there. Down low Towns. Gets it in the left corner. Wiggins. Rebounds taken down by the Raptors. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Leads a bucket. Kawhi Leonard has it against the former #1 pick. And he dunks it down for 2.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
They get it down for Towns. Oh, he had it. To Leonard. Strong finish at the rim for Marc Gasol. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Karl Anthony Towns. He's 3 for 7.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Lowry guarded by Towns. Here comes the screen. Surveys the floor. Pascal Siakam to Leonard. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. 4-3. No good. That's great defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
That pass taken away by Toronto. Jay, how do you even begin to try and describe the whirlwind that is the Toronto Raptors?
Well, you start with the positive. Last year was the first time in franchise history they were the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. And here we are, this team still having a chance to win the Eastern Conference again.
Jones with it, counting down towards 1 minute to play here in the opening quarter. To Towns, down low. From the painted area, won't go down. To Lowry. Leonard, terrific vision. He was all over him. Missed the shot, no free throws. Taken by the Raptors. Leonard, missed it. Jones with it. 10-6 our score. Knocked loose. And it's Minnesota's rebound. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. Missed his first. That one goes. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Raptors in front. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
On your left, here he comes. I got him. Trap.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Tolliver. Stuffs it down with authority.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Jones with it. It's 12-10. Taj Gibson. To Towns. Deep 2 there, won't go. Lynn with it. We're a minute into the second quarter. To Leonard. And a nice finish at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Towns. The Wolves down to 4 on the shot clock. Missed that one. His coach cannot be a happy camper. Lynn with it. 14-10 the score. To Powell. Pascal Siakam. Kawhi Leonard. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better. Jones with it. Down 6.
Screen coming your way. Screen coming your way.
Down low Towns.
Got him. Jump.
Around the perimeter. 5 to shoot for Minnesota. Has a chance, and the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting reports. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Lowry into the front court. Leads 5. Well done, Kyle Lowry. 4 out of 7.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Jones with it. Looking to make something happen to Towns. Deep left corner. Screen coming. Off the mark. Lowry into the front court. His team up by 7. Andrew Wiggins rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Wiggins. And a chance coming up at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First free throw is good.
Like practice.
Goes 2 for 2. Lowry with it. Up 5. To Leonard. Driving right to the basket. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. Marc Gasol able to recover with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Almost, but no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Big finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Wiggins to Towns. Has a look. Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Lead stands at 7. Kawhi Leonard matched up with the former Wildcat. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter, and there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Screen coming. Gets it in the right corner.
Right.
5 seconds to shoot. Trying to cash in. And the rebound comes down to Green. To Leonard. And a 5-second back-to-the-basket violation is called. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Has a chance, not going down for him this time.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
To Leonard. Here comes the screen. Lynn, guarded by Tyus Jones. Leonard to Gasol. The jumper's off the mark. Timberwolves have the basketball. To Towns. Short jumper misses.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
1 minute left in the second quarter.
Scores from the post.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Jones with it. Down 11. To Towns. Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Here's Leonard for two. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
Look, as a player, this stuff happens all the time. No need to make this into something bigger than what it really is. Move on to the next play, get locked in.
Off the penetration, almost, but no good. Leonard to Jeremy Lin. Five to shoot for Toronto. Kawhi Leonard. Late heave to beat the buzzer. First half in the books. It's been all Raptors.
The Raptors entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Toronto with the basketball. Lin to Gasol. Shot from in close, no good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Knocked loose. Towns. And finishes strong. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Lin with it. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. To Leonard. The shot, no good by Gasol. Jones with it. The deficit now up to 13. To Wiggins. They get it down for Towns. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Karl Anthony Towns at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Free throw good as he finishes off the three-point play. That shaves the deficit down to 10. Toronto has the basketball. Lin to Leonard. Lin to Ibaka, beyond the arc for three, and Towns is there for the board. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Here's a chance from long range. Textbook defense. To Towns, down low. Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. OG Anunoby against Andrew Wiggins. To Leonard. Won't go.
And I know this is an off day for him, but still, that serves as no excuse for you not to give any effort on the defensive end. Here's a trick. If you get yourself engaged defensively, that can at times help you offensively.
To Ibaka. Serge Ibaka slams it down.
And easy to get back on defense.
The assist from number 3, OG Anunoby.
To Towns. Has a look. Towns with a shot. That won't go. Lynn with it. His team leads it by 10. To Gasol. Marc Gasol. He's 3 for 7.
I'm laughing because when you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what he is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why he can get you 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
And he hits. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Probing the defense. Leonard to Lynn. Locked in. Leonard. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. Towns to Wiggins. Stuffs it down with authority. Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Lowry defended by Jones. To Danny Green. Lowry. Here's Leonard for 2. And the rebound taken by Wiggins. Jones with it. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there. Toronto with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard defended by the Canadian Wiggins. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Jones with it. Down 8.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
To Towns. And scores at the rim. Beautifully done with the Euro step.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Screen coming. Kawhi Leonard. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
And he's going to the line to shoot 2.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Toronto. Stepping in for the Denver.
2 for 2 on that trip. Leonard to McCaw.
Watch Cutter, watch Cutter, watch Cutter.
And scores. Strong take.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Minnesota with the basketball. Tyus Jones up against Patrick McCaw. Towns to Gibson. Taj Gibson. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Shea, he commands the paint this time down.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Towns. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Taj Gibson sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Serge Ibaka. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. He'll let one fly from half court. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Raptors have the lead. The Wolves with the basketballs. We start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
That's rebounded by Toronto. Lowry has the basketball. Pascal Siakam. Shot from the lane won't go. Jones with it. Margins 8. Step back jumper.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Lowry into the front court. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Lowry here against Jones. Well done, Kyle Lowry. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
We got to tell our producer in the truck, you got to tag that highlight.
Jones with it. Looking to make something happen. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. The shot clock expires. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 33, Gasol. Entering the game for Minnesota, number 22, Andrew Wiggins.
Here we go. Here we go.
Lowry, download Gasol. From the painted area, won't go down. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Tyus Jones trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. Toronto has the basketball. Here comes the screen. Karl Anthony Towns with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Lowry off the mark. Here comes the screen. To Wiggins. Fires the 3. Off the iron. No good. Lowry into the front court. Leads 5. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. Sizing up the defense. To Wiggins. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. It's no good. Shots not going down. Leonard to Lowry. From long range.
That's his.
Kyle Lowry is going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 80% at the line. Knocks down the first. And he misses the second.
Number 14, Danny Green.
Jones with it. His guys down by 9. From the outside, no good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Five on the shot clock. Danny Green to Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Down low, Towns. Can't connect. Lowry with it. 12. Runner here. Won't go. Nothing going here on that drive. To Towns. Lets it fly from long range. Gasol with the rebound.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
The Timberwolves have the basketball. To Wiggins. Cleans it up, kicks it outside. To Towns. With a drop step. The shot, almost. To Leonard. With a drop step. Strong finish at the rim for Marc Gasol. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
To Wiggins. Here comes the screen. To Wiggins. For 3. This guy's a handful. Andrew Wiggins, well defended, still able to score.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
substitution being made in this one. Lowry to Leonard. No, I missed a short one there.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Here comes the screen. It's the Raptors with the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. Log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors added a win. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.
Good evening from Toronto. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Grizzlies have long departed Vancouver. The Raptors are team, and right now, one of the most consistent in the NBA.
And this team has a whole country behind them, Ed, just not a city. And I'm so sick and tired of fans talking about this team can't make it out of the playoffs. They have the personnel to achieve the ultimate level of success, and that's winning an NBA championship.
No, in hockey terms, he's ready to drop the glove. We're ready to go in this one in Toronto. Opening tip taken in by the Raptors, and we're underway in Toronto. Here comes the screen. There's good there.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Dallas with the possession. Doncic to Brunson. Down low for Penn. Perfect set up the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get.
Leonard to Lowry. Shot clock winding down. Here's Leonard for two. Knocked taken by the Raptors.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Lowry to Leonard. 4-3. No good. He was hacked. They let it go. Lowry. Deep left corner. Danny Green to Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. 2 for what you want.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Nowitzki to Luka Doncic. Curling inside. The Raptors able to clear the board. Lowry into the front court. Leads a bucket. Screen coming. Lowry. For 3, and Kyle Lowry still able to get it to go down after the closeout.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Brunson to Luka Doncic.
Screen come.
Down low for Powell. And he's going to the free throw line.
Trust me, you want early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Dwight Powell, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Leonard. Here comes the screen. Leonard. And scores at the basket. Jay, tough recovery that time.
Ooh, Ed, looking like the young Manu Ginobili with hair out there with the Euro step.
That wasn't that long ago, was it? To Brunson. Looking for his man. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but you can't go anywhere without his core.
To Brunson. Here comes the screen.
Screen coming left.
Has a chance. Deep 2 there.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
And that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. New blood coming in for both sides.
Into the game for the Raptors, number 24,
Pascal Siakam. To Lowry. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Lowry, he made his first effort, but not that time. Lee with the basketball. Down 5. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
To Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Goes to the right side. Doncic. Lee.
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
chance to shoot. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
Lowry to Gasol. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Dallas has it. To Luka Doncic. Surveys the floor. Doncic. To Lee. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Lee to Luka Doncic. Here's a chance from long range. Not getting the bounce. The follow won't go either. Lowry into the front court. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Might have had an extra drip. He got the shot.
Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. To Luka Doncic. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Follow. Way to stay with it.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Burke with it. 9-point margin.
Screen on your right.
A shot at the buzzer. Final shot of the period, almost. It would have counted, but no good. Time's run out here in the first quarter. Ed Cohen is with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Mavericks with the possession. Take stock of the floor. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. And count the basket inside.
But that layup only chips away at the pride of the defense.
Almost, and he's not getting the call.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Lowry. Burke with it. Minute gone by in this second quarter. Passed it off. Slam dunk.
And easy to get back on defense.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Curling inside. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. 5-point game. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Burke with it. He'll run the offense. Dallas with 4 to shoot. Trey Burke. Oh, knocks it down from 3.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Coming from both sides right now.
Number 33, Gasol. Subbing in for the Dallas Mavericks. Number 13.
Leonard. Oh, he hits the three.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work indeed.
Brunson. Surprised he took that one. Lynn with it. Up 5. Can't connect. Mavericks with the basketball. Brunson. On the shot clock for the Mavs. Beyond the arc for 3. That's rebounded by Toronto. Lynn with it. Leads 5. Leonard. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Harris with it. Looking to make something happen. Baseline drive. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. Another follow. Still no good. Kawhi Leonard. And a putback slam.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And what they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Gets a look. Can't hit. Lynn with it. His team up by 7. Justin Jackson with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Here comes the screen. Brunson. Trying to cash in. Jackson shot, no good. Lynn with it. Lead stands at 7. To Lynn. Gets it in the right corner. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Free throws coming up.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line. 3-2.
Kawhi Leonard at the line for 2 shots. A career 84% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first.
For Toronto, number 14, Danny Green. Entering the game for the Dallas Mavericks, number 77.
And he makes them both. To Nowitzki. Brunson. The pass set it all up.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Lynn to Leonard. Serge Ibaka slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
The assist from number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
To Nowitzki. Doesn't get the bounce. Lynn with it. The lead stands at 9. And the finish. Jay, Euro stepping for 2.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
To Luka Doncic. Danny Green to Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
To Luka Doncic. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Lynn to Danny Green. Marc Gasol. 3 for in this first half. Has a look. Here's the step back. "20-footer at the buzzer." Time expires to end the first half. It's been all Raptors.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Dallas owns the basketball. Brunson to Nowitzki. Screen coming. Sizing up the defense. Has a chance. That's no good. Danny Green to Lowry. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Big finish at the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your...
Trying to cash in. Slams it home on the putback.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Brunson to Luka Doncic. Short jumper off the mark. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. They lead it by 14. To Leonard. Tight space with the crossover. Pascal Siakam to Danny Green. Going to launch beyond the arc. Knocks it down and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The defender cannot be caught with his hand staying in the cookie jar. What I mean, contesting that pocket. You have to keep that hand going in and out, going in and out. Keep the offensive player thinking about where your hands are at all times.
Danny Green with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Missed the foul shot. It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Lowry.
You got it.
Here comes the screen. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. Gets to the basket and scores.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Leonard. Swings it to Danny Green. Here's Leonard for two. Deep two. Won't. Raptors come away with it. Leonard. Off the mark. No good. The follow won't go either. To Brunson. Nowitzki. Here comes the screen. To Nowitzki. Brunson to Luka Doncic.
ISO, give me the rock.
Has a look. Can't connect. Ball's controlled by Lowry. Fires the three. Misfires. It's no good. To Luka Doncic. He buries it, creating space with the step back.
What was once a tight spot, no longer. There is absolutely no way the defender can recover after that move.
Gasol to Leonard. Nice pass to get things going.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Doncic to Brunson. Here comes the screen. Doncic to Brunson. Lets it fly from long range. Doncic showing why the Mavs traded up to get him.
And your big is the one making that happen. Every time he's involved in PNR, he's slipping it, forcing that guy from the weak side to come down to help. Quick skip passes equal threes in the bank.
Danny Green to Lowry. From long range. It's no good. Shots not going down. The follow go either. Brunson to Luka Doncic. To Lowry. Leonard to Lowry. Here comes the screen. Pascal Siakam. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Shot clock violation. Just dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Nowitzki. To Lee. Five on the shot clock for the Mavs. Nowitzki. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here. It was not an easy look.
Lynn to Leonard. Driving right to the basket. Good. Off a spin.
We got to tell our producer in the truck, you got to tag that highlight.
Burke with it. His guys trail by 10. Doncic to Nowitzki. Dallas with 4 to shoot. Nowitzki. Not going down for him this time. Lynn with it. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. Here comes the screen. 4-3. And the Mavs able to clear the rebound. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. Nowitzki's shot won't fall. Their buzzer, 3/4 complete. The Raptors enjoying a sizable lead. Raptors ball as we get going here in the fourth. You figured certainly had the advantage into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
Screen come on the left.
Has a chance, and he hits.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, teammates will never let that one down.
Toronto with the basketball. Lin to Leonard. For three. No good. Great defense.
Notice that the defense isn't giving him as much space anymore. They're crowding him every time he catches the ball and really getting into his legs defensively.
Right.
To Nowitzki. Down to 5 on the 24. Short jumper misses. Lin with it. It's an 8-point lead. Able to convert inside.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Harris with it. Looking to make something happen. To Nowitzki. Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Is hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Into the game for number 77 and number 13.
Here's a chance from long range. Can't connect. Toronto has the basketball. Dirk Nowitzki swats it.
Sent a message on head.
Wide open look. Won't go. Trying to cash in. The rebound's corralled by the Raptors. And he draws contact. 2 shots coming up for the Spaniard, the All-Star, Marc Gasol.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Marc Gasol has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 77% at the line. First free throw is good.
Number 7, Dwight.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Dallas with the possession. To Luka Doncic.
She coming right. She coming.
Marc Gasol able to recover with the block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Layup goes down. Well done.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Brunson.
Watch out.
They go down low to Dirk. Off the assist.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won. It's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Lowry to Ibaka. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Now a step back. Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout. That's their first. Leaves them with one remaining the rest of the way.
And this is where I get a chance to see if coaches can change it up. Maybe let one of your players lead the timeout so your team can hear a different voice to keep everybody engaged. Maybe like the Warriors did with Andre Iguodala.
Leonard, down low Gasol. Marc Gasol is now 4 for 6.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marc Gasol. Doncic to Brunson. Marc Gasol snatching it out of the air. That's his third block this evening.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Gasol. Probing the defense. Gasol to Leonard. 5 to shoot for Toronto. And scores on the step back. Doncic. To Nowitzki. The drive right to the basket. Dirk Nowitzki. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Lowry. Deep right corner. To Leonard. Fires the 3. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line. Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here. He's perfect from the line so far. First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second free throw. Dallas has it. Doncic. Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
To Leonard. Can't connect. Brunson to Nowitzki. Brunson. To Nowitzki. Beyond the arc for three. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Lynn with it. They lead it by 14. To Leonard. Pascal Siakam. Lynn. It's Doncic with the board. It's all over him. It's the Raptors with the victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From downtown Milwaukee, tonight, it's the hometown Milwaukee Bucks getting set to match up with the Toronto Raptors. The Toronto Raptors control the tap. Lowry to Leonard. Five to shoot for Toronto. Here's Leonard for two. Deep two there, won't go.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Gasol. Down low. Gets a shot up. Off the mark.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs wondering where the foul was every time.
Jay, 44 wins for the Bucks a year ago. Seventh best record in the East. In your mind, foundation, is it in place in Milwaukee?
The foundation is on its way, but it always seems like it comes down to injuries and lack of chemistry for the Bucks.
And he scores. Jay, how do you stop that?
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Giannis with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Lopez to Hill. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First one goes down. And he makes them both. Ball's controlled by Lowry. To Leonard from long range. That won't go. Hill across the timeline. The lead is 2. Middleton to George Hill. To Adetokunbo. Middleton off the mark. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Down just a couple. Here comes the screen. Danny Green to Lowry. Fires the 3. His first effort off the mark. Hill into the front court. 2-point advantage. Spins and scores.
We got to tell our producer in the truck, you got to tag that highlight.
Kyle Lowry with the rock. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. Hill across the timeline. Leads 4. To Middleton. Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Old school equals high percentage.
Leonard to Gasol. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Adetokunbo. Has a chance. Just off the mark.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Leonard. To Middleton. Trying to cash in. Whoa, Chris Middleton. Missed his first. That one goes.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Subbing in for the Toronto Raptors, number 9.
Lowry to Ibaka. Jumper's good.
The assist from number 43.
Giannis in control of the basketball. 10-4 is the score. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
0-4 to start the game. Don't worry about that. You can make your next 6 shots and then be 6 of 10 from the field. That's 60%. That can get you 80 million.
Driving is green, but he can't finish.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Adetokunbo to DiVincenzo. George Hill to Adetokunbo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
To Lowry. Nothing going here on that drive. Lowry from the outside. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Hill into the front court. 12-6 our score. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for 2 shots. A career 74% free throw shooter. First one, count it. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Powell to Ibaka. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Serge Ibaka has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 76% from the line. First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Giannis with it up top. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. To DiVincenzo. To Antetokounmpo. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. He's looking for that touch. Won't go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Powell. To Lynn. The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Bucks basketball.
I got something for him.
Turns and slams it down. For 3, that misses with 3 seconds left. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Bucks with the lead. Second quarter is set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has the making to be a big-time game.
To Brogdon. Here comes the screen. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Malcolm Brogdon at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 87% from the line. 1 free throw, count it. It's a 3-point play, and the lead up to 8. Lynn with it. He'll run the offense. To McCaw. Pascal Siakam. The drive, right to the basket. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. To Brogdon. Nothing going here on that drive. Brogdon to DiVincenzo.
Hey, watch the screen.
Hand in his face, still hits. You don't see that very often.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Scores from the post.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
The Bucks at the controls.
Screen right, screen right, screen right.
Brogdon to DiVincenzo. Screen coming. To DiVincenzo.
Watch Cutter, watch Cutter, watch Cutter.
Knocks it down off the step back.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
Lynn. Here comes the screen. Got it.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
Brogdon. Short jumper off the mark. Lynn with it. Margins 8. Pascal Siakam, strong finish. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Brogdon to DiVincenzo. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Lynn to Powell. And Mirotić the rebound. Brogdon to Middleton. Here's Lopez down low. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Lynn with it, trailing by 10. Here comes the screen. Lynn to Ibaka. Serge Ibaka. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Here comes the screen. Powell to Jeremy Lin.
ISO, ISO, clear up, go fast.
Here comes the screen. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Lets it fly from long range. Off the iron. No good. Brogdon to Lopez. Short jumper stays out. Lynn with it. Down 8. to Powell. Screen coming. Powell to Lynn. Has a chance. Jeremy Lin. He's 2 for 2 now.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws a defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. New blood coming in for both sides.
Stepping in for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Hill to Brogdon.
In the second.
George Hill to Middleton. Shot won't go. Lowry into the front court. Now down 6. To Leonard. 5 to shoot for Toronto. Leonard. Another chance. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Shot from in close, no good. To Leonard.
Remaining in the second quarter.
Their shot by Lowry misses.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Short jumper misses. That's usually one that he'll knock down. Brogdon to Gasol. Gasol. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Leonard. Rebound taken down by the Bucks. First half comes to an end. The Bucks in front.
The Bucks will start the second half with a decent lead. It was their playmaking, the way they... Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Up 6. To Hill. To Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. 4 out of 7.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
Lowry to Leonard. Pascal Siakam to Leonard. 4-3. Textbook defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Antetokounmpo goes to the right side. The Bucks with 4 to shoot to Antetokounmpo. Middleton. Man, that was a tough shot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Lowry to Danny Green. Brook Lopez rejects it. That's out. Last touch by Brook Lopez. Danny Green. to Leonard. Pascal Siakam. Fires the three. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
George Hill. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Giannis with it up top. It's an 11-point game. Stuffs it down with authority.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Lowry has the basketball. To Danny Green. Here's a chance from long range. That's how you defend.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Giannis shoots. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Lowry with it. The deficit now up to 13. Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Middleton to Adetokounmpo. Trying to cash in, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. Now 3 for 9.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Here comes the screen. Five on the shot clock for Milwaukee. Adetokounmpo, open look. Not going down for him this time.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
To Danny Green. Down low for Leonard. Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Here comes the screen. Leonard. Add 2 points to the board.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Now the Bucks gonna signal for a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
Tickets before the end of today's game, and you'll receive an exclusive discount.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Adetokounmpo to Middleton. Gasol to Adetokounmpo. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Giannis Adetokounmpo. The screen sets him up for 2.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it. Here
comes the screen. Rocking the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Adetokunbo to Middleton. DiVincenzo to Adetokunbo. And stuffs it home.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Lin to Gasol. OG Anunoby guarded by Powell. Jeremy Lin, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To DiVincenzo. Marc Gasol swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Middleton to Adetokunbo. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Giannis Adetokunbo, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. Oops, he missed the first one. He missed a pair of free throws. Slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Giannis in control of the basketball. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. Desperation shot here from half court. That ends the third quarter. The Bucks with the lead. Raptors ball as we get going here in the fourth. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
Kawhi Leonard. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Here comes the screen. Hill. Shot clock winding down. Hill buries it.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Leonard. Doesn't get the bounce. To George Hill. To Gasol. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a look. Gasol with a shot that won't fall.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
Leonard knocked loose. Now a steal by Milwaukee.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Hill. to Middleton. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Good contest. Middleton off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter.
And this is where habits come into play. Players think they can turn that switch on and off at their beckoning call, but it doesn't work that way. That's why coaches talk about practicing good habits on a daily basis, because they show up in the fourth.
George Hill. To Lopez. The rebound's corralled by the Raptors. Can't miss those. Hill across the timeline. Up by 6. Has a chance. George Hill looking good. 4 for 5.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Here comes the screen. Leonard. Short jumper off the mark.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
The assist from number 21, Tony.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. To Leonard. To Lowry. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. Trying to cash in. Not that time. Danny Green to Leonard. Jumper's good.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Here comes the screen. Taken by the Raptors. Shot from the lane won't go. Hill into the front court. His team on top by 8. Well, can't do that.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Entering the game for the Milwaukee Bucks, number 34,
Giannis for 2. And it's rebounded by Green. To Leonard. Here comes the screen. Brook Lopez able to recover with the block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Danny Green to Leonard. Here's the step back.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Hill across the timeline. It's an 8-point lead. Adetokunbo to Lopez. Over to the right side. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Kawhi Leonard. Rebound taken by Milwaukee. To Lopez. Nothing going here on that drive. Hill. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by George Hill. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Leonard to Ibaka. Leonard to Jeremy Lin. Ibaka to Leonard. Going to launch beyond the arc. Rebound pulled down by Giannis.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
Greek Freak for two. The Bucks claim victory as they take care of business at home. That'll wrap things up for Jay Williams and our entire crew.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
Good evening from Toronto. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Grizzlies have long departed Vancouver. The Raptors are Canada's team. And right now, one of the most consistent in the NBA.
And this team.
The Sixers control the tap. Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons this past summer on IG. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
And hits off a killer step back.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Kawhi Leonard. Not that time.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning it that landing.
To Lowry. Leonard. Lowry doesn't get the bounce. To Butler. Harris. To Butler. Redick to Embiid. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Chance for the process. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
Pretty fortunate to get that kind of a good look with the shot clock winding down.
Leonard to Lowry. to Leonard. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. And Kawhi Leonard buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Simmons to Embiid. Redick to Embiid. Shot from the lane won't go.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Redick with it. Leads just a point. To Embiid. Rebound taken by Toronto. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Looking to make something happen. Screen coming to Lowry. Oh, he had him there for a second. Ben Simmons sends it away. Sixers get it back. To Simmons. Harris. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Ball's controlled by Lowry. Deep right corner. They work it down to Gasol. Perfect lead to set up the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Simmons to Embiid. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Make some moves right now.
Substitutions, Toronto.
Leonard to Powell. To Lynn. Here comes the screen. Has a look. The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Butler into the front court. Down 3. McConnell to Butler. Screen coming. McConnell to Butler. Jimmy Butler missed his first. That one goes.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Here's Leonard for 2. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. Philadelphia with the basketball. McConnell to Butler. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Butler to Redick. Here comes the screen. Redick. Now that's a contest. Lynn to Leonard. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Fires the 3, and he buries it.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Butler to bring it up. 10-6 our score. McConnell to Butler. Jimmy Butler, 2 for 3 now here in the first. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront.
That I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball.
76ers, number 11,
Butler, picked up by Patrick McCall.
For the Toronto Raptors, number 3.
Knocks it down off the step back.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Lynn to McCaw. They'll get it down to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, 2 of 4 now.
Old school equals high percentage.
Butler into the front court. 14-10 to McConnell. They'll go to Butler, down low. Goes reverse to lay it in.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Guarded by Ennis. And a three-pointer at the buzzer for good measure. What a finish to the opening period. A great stretch here to start the game. So we are through one in what has been an entertaining start, to say the least. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Second quarter set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
Kawhi Leonard. He's now 4 for 6.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
Kawhi Leonard can't connect. Here's Simmons with it up top. We're a minute into the second quarter. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Can't miss those.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Toronto has the basketball to Leonard. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. Leonard had made his first couple, but he misses there. To Simmons. Here comes the screen. Drove the lane and finished strong at the hoop on that one.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Kawhi Leonard, tough matchup against Butler. Five to shoot for Toronto. Trying to cash in. Cleans the offensive glass. Marc Gasol. He's 2 for 2 now. Sixers call for time. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game.
Here's an announcement for the parents in the crowd. Have you considered enrolling your son or daughter in one of our summer basketball camps? Space is limited, so you must act soon. Visit our team website for more details.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes.
Number 17, J.J. Redick. Subbing in for the Toronto Raptors.
Simmons to Embiid.
Danny Green.
Simmons to Embiid. Gets it in the left corner. To Embiid. Has a chance. No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First try, no good. He missed a pair of free throws. Lowry into the front court. Up 5. Simmons into the front court. He'll run the offense. Oh, he got there.
That's great hustle getting back on D.
To Danny Green. Runner here won't go down. The follow won't go either. Another follow stays out. Sixers control it.
Gotta come through.
Simmons. That pass taken away by Toronto. To Lowry. The pass set it all up.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Simmons with it. Right now, down 7. Redick to Embiid. Finish that. Lowry to Leonard. Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard matched up with James Ennis. To Gasol, down low. Marc Gasol. That's 3 now on 4 shots. Into the front court comes Simmons. 9-point margin. To Embiid. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Lowry. Missed a wide open look. Redick with it. They trail by 7. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range. Lowry to Leonard. To Lowry. Snared by Embiid. Simmons with it. Down 5. To Butler. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Marc Gasol, terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
To Embiid.
Hey, good content.
Gets a shot up, off the mark. Lowry into the front court. Leads 5. Down low Gasol. To Leonard. Count the basket inside.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to get into that lane and create.
Butler to Embiid. Redick. Now a steal as the Raptors have it. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's it for the first half. It's been all Raptors.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Toronto with the basketball. Leonard to Danny Green. Sixers with the rebound. Butler to bring it up. His guys trail by 10. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Jimmy Butler trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Whoops, that won't go. Lynn with it. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Danny Green to Gasol. Marc Gasol. He's now 5 for 6.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Butler to Simmons. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Lynn with it. Lead stands at 10. To Gasol. Scores from the post.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
And a chance coming up at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 2. For the Philadelphia
Jimmy Butler, a couple of free throws on the way. He struggled so far. Nope, first one does not go. Misses the second as well. Lin with it. Lead is 12. Jeremy Lin, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
You know, he may not show up in your feed all the time with the crazy highlights, but he's one of the most underrated creative shot makers we have in this game.
Butler to Embiid. Goes reverse to lay it in.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Danny Green to Jeremy Lin. Kawhi Leonard against Ennis. Trying to cash in. Shot for Leonard, no good. Here's Simmons with it up top. The deficit now up to a dozen. Not that time. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there, but see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Gasol. That's rebounded by Embiid.
Watch the cutter coming through. Buck.
Simmons to Embiid. The Sixers with 4 to shoot to Tobias Harris. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
Tobias Harris is going to get 3 shots here. A career 81% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Second one's no good. One more coming. Kyle Lowry with the rock. To Leonard. Lowry. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Leonard. Textbook defense. Simmons into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Screen coming. Simmons to Tobias Harris. They go down low to Simmons. Oh, he had it. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Lowry to Danny Green. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Simmons with it. Margins 8. To Embiid. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to Embiid. McConnell to Embiid. The Raptors able to clear the board. Lowry with it. His team leads it by 10.
2 minutes left.
Pascal Siakam to Lowry. Down to 5 on the 24. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Now 3 for 9.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Has a look. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
2 points.
Lynn with it. Looking to make something happen. To Ibaka. Deep right corner. Leonard. Here comes the screen. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. McConnell to Embiid. To McConnell. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid. Shot won't go. To Lynn. Pascal Siakam. Serge Ibaka. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
McConnell to Embiid. In the slam.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. To Leonard. Oh, had him going there for a second. Ibaka to Leonard. Pascal Siakam to Jeremy Lin. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. 3 quarters complete. The Raptors enjoying a side. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway.
Scores 100 points tonight.
To Butler.
Pizza.
Kawhi Leonard pins it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Lowry has the basketball. Here comes the screen. Pascal Siakam to Leonard. Pascal Siakam to Leonard.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Beyond the arc for 3. And Kawhi Leonard buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First try at the line, no good. Missed the second, 0 for 2. McCaw into the front court. His guys up by 15. Short jumper misses. McConnell To Embiid. Knocked loose. What a save. That's hard work right there. McCaw into the front court. The lead is 15. To Leonard. Ibaka to Leonard. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Add 2 points to the board.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Able to convert inside. McCaw into the front court. Down low for Leonard. Good look that time, but off the mark. Philadelphia with the basketball. Redick to Embiid. The shot, almost. Powell to Leonard. Oh, he had him there for a second. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Simmons out of bounds off Ben Simmons. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. McCaw. To Ibaka. Serge Ibaka. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Butler buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collaboration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Leonard to McCaw. That's no good. Into the front court comes Simmons. Down a bundle. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
In the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Simmons with it. His guys down big. To Butler. Short jumper won't fall.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Ball's tied up. We'll get a jump ball. Substitution being made in this one. Pascal Siakam. To Leonard. Pascal Siakam. Here's Leonard for two. The rebound belongs to the 76ers. J.J. Redick. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in it. They even throw their bodies into it. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Great feed. Lowry. And the rebound comes down to Harris. Here's Simmons with it up top. Trailing by 14. To Embiid. Simmons goes to the right side. To Embiid. Off the assist.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Leonard. Pascal Siakam. Lowry. Off the mark. No good. Redick with it. The deficit now up to a dozen. Taken by the Raptors.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
To Lowry. Nothing going here on that drive. Gasol. To Lowry. Leonard. For three, 24-second violation. Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions.
Number 14, Danny Green.
Simmons to Embiid. To Redick. Simmons. To Butler. Redick knocked loose. Raptors come away with it. Here comes the screen. It's the Raptors with the victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining.